Hey everyone, Katrina here, and today we're going to talk about symmetry of polynomials. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Okay, so polynomials are amazing in math. They have so many great properties for us. I have previous videos talking about their domain and range and why them being continuous functions makes calculations so much easier for us. And today we're going to actually just talk about the symmetry of polynomials and see what we can discover. So polynomials are neat because they can be classified in different ways. We can talk about even degree polynomials, and we can also talk about odd degree polynomials. So even degree polynomials is when the largest power of x is an even number. And then likewise, odd degree polynomials is when the largest power of x is an odd number. So that can help us start to understand the symmetry of polynomials. However, to truly understand the symmetry, we have to take it one step further, and we have to look at whether the polynomial is an even function versus an odd function. So an even function has the algebraic form of f of x equals to f of negative x. And odd functions have the algebraic form of f of x has to equal negative f of negative x. So if you're able to classify your function as either an even function or odd function, you're automatically able to uncover the true symmetry of the polynomial, which is quite amazing. So let's take a moment and kind of dive into each of these a little bit separately. So let's start here with our even functions. So this is even function or even polynomial here. So even functions have a special type of symmetry. In particular, they have line symmetry, and that is about the line x equals to 0. So this line x equals to 0 can also be known as the y-axis. So if we take a second and look back at the algebraic definition, we have f of x equals to f of negative x. And let's think about our transformations for a second. This negative over here represents a reflection over the y-axis. So that's basically telling us that if we reflect our function over the y-axis, we end up with the same original function f of x. And that is why we have this line symmetry about the y-axis. So let's take a look at an example here of an even function. So over here, let's use the function y equals to x squared. So here we can see that we have this beautiful symmetry over the y-axis here. So that if we were to flip our function over the y-axis, it would be exactly the same as what we started with. And that is why we have this line symmetry, and it can be classified as an even function. So we can look at another example. What if we were to have something that looks like this? So this is some function y equals to x to the power of 4 plus other terms. And in this case, we can also see that if we were to cut this in half over the y-axis and we were to flip it over the line x equals to 0, we again would end up with the same function that we started with. So that's why we have this beautiful line symmetry over here. So that's a great property to know. So you have two ways to determine this. One, you can graph it to scale and take a look at your graph and see if you were to flip it over the y-axis, if it would be the same. And the second way you can do it is you can specifically prove algebraically that it is an even function using this equation f of x equals to f of negative x. And if you find that that holds true, then you can say that your function does indeed have line symmetry. So now let's go and look at our odd functions. So odd functions have the form of f of x equals to negative f of negative x. Okay, so if we look at this in terms of transformations, we've got two negatives happening here. This first one is like what we just saw. So this would be a reflection over the y-axis. And then this one here out front is a reflection over the x-axis. So two reflections together actually end up being a rotation of 180 degrees, meaning that if you rotate your function 180 degrees, you'll end up with exactly the same function you started with. So what type of symmetry is this? This is a special symmetry called point symmetry. So in particular here, we are going to have point symmetry about the origin. So just for everyone, so that we're on the same page, the origin is the point 0, 0 found on your graph. So let's look at an example here and see what we've got. So we'll start with a bit more of a basic function, and then we can try another one as well. So here, what if we have our function y equals to x to the power of 3? So here we can do two things. So we can do a rotation of 180 degrees, and we can also reflect it twice. So if we were to reflect this once, we'd have something that looks like this, or sorry, other way around. So we reflect it over the x-axis. What's going to happen here? So we got something that's going to look like this the other way, and then we're going to reflect that once more over the y-axis, and then we will end up something that looks back like this, which again is our original function, or like I said, you can simply do a rotation of 180 degrees, and you will end up again with the same function. So that's really neat that, like, again, you can do two ways. You can either graph this to scale, or you can prove this algebraically here. So we've got our graphing method, which is one way of proving it, and then our second way would be the algebraic method to prove it that way. So once you've proved that it's an odd function, you would automatically state that it does have point symmetry about the origin, which is 0.00. And if I were to show that on our graph over here, let's choose orange. We can have our point right over there, and this here point in orange is our origin right over there. So that's really cool. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you did, and definitely comment any questions that you have, and subscribe for more videos just like these. Toodaloo!